Hello, my gorgeous couples, and welcome to our first live Facebook video. I'm so excited for you all to be joining me. This is so awesome, and I'm going to be talking to you about answering your questions regarding all things music, all things events. I know a lot of you, like myself, are super stressed out right now. And it's just so hard to be able to grasp and even wrap your head around what to do about your wedding. So I decided to come on and see if I could help all of you and just answer some questions that you've all submitted going forward. So I just want to let you know, look where we are right now. So I don't know if you can see that, but we are at Inn at Longshore in Westport, Connecticut. And it's one of our favorite venues, and I'm going to describe and let you know what we have going on today. So this is a very small event. We have about 40 people coming, and it is all outdoors. So what the bride and groom, my fabulous couple, booked was a string duo for the ceremony and cocktail hour. And the string duo, I'm going to take you guys outside in a little bit so you can see it, which is awesome, so you won't have to use your imagination anymore. But a string duo is normally a violin and a cellist, and most of the music that you love to hear, which I love to hear, they are able to play. So it's just fabulous. Then, because they are doing an afternoon event and it's just going to be dinner, which I think is phenomenal, so of course it's going to be all of their key moments, meaning first dance, parent dances, their cake cutting, all of those beautiful moments. They decided they decided to hire another string duo, but this time it's a singer-songwriter, a guitarist and singer, play guitar, and violinist. So that is going to be really awesome, and they come fully equipped with all of their equipment, everything all together. So that is what you are looking at for a different kind of wedding event, especially if you want something that isn't the normal, because let's be honest, what is normal these days? And it allows for a live performance aspect. So one of the first questions that I have is, what do you recommend for these small weddings? So one of my favorite things is I'm recommending that people really find and design music that they absolutely love to listen to. So what I recommend is, talking or, even getting our course. That's one of the next things that's going to help you design that. But talking to a professional and really getting their opinion about what they think is best or what packages they have that work for your budget. One of my, so more about that, what do I recommend? I recommend anything that really, brings your music to life and delivers the exact thing that you're looking for. If you're looking for that romantic string music, then a string duo up to a string quartet is going to be perfect for you. So I just really love that aspect of it, and I think it's a great question. People stumble with that all the time, and it's very difficult because music can be a really personal thing. I don't know if you have experienced that too. Music is super personal. I know the music that I like isn't necessarily for everyone, but what I want to do, and what we're doing in my course actually, is making sure that your music and your affinity for your love of music just connects with the people who you are looking to hire, and how you kind of get them into your circle for your wedding and find them, because you just have to know that they are out there and they are waiting to help you. They're waiting to perform for you, your favorite musicians, and sometimes you don't even know if they're your favorite yet until you've discovered them, which I think is one of the most amazing aspects of music. It's just one of those things right? As Cole Porter would say, it was just one of those nights. Anyway, I won't sing all the time. But let's, so that's a great question. What do you recommend for a ceremony, a small ceremony? Let's see, our next question is, let's check it out. So we are not having a traditional event, and we're just looking for these key moments and some dinner entertainment. What do you recommend? And that's from Ashley. Ashley, I have to recommend that you can either go for the DJ option, which is great, or because you're just having a dinner, that the opportunity is there to have an amazing small band or small ensemble of live musicians. And the best part about that is that live music gives people something to watch. It's interactive, even from afar, which is the whole point of going to watch music. It's also really an amazing opportunity to be able to share such a fantastic experience with your family and friends. Because I don't know if you've ever gone to like a concert with your family and friends, with all of them at the same time. But one of the things that I love about going to a concert is that there's a bond that becomes created through music. And that's why I think music is so powerful. That bond within a shared music experience is what brings us closer together. Does that make sense? So by creating that shared music experience at your event, whether it's, through that DJ, and that's why we kind of want to make DJs more interesting and more unique than just the regular DJ. We want to be able to show you that live music and live musicians are that element of entertainment that brings your family and friends closer together at your shared experience. And the love of music is just the vehicle to be able to do that. So I hope Ashley is able to just kind of start making more decisions. I hope that really helps. I know that's going to help you get to where you want to go even faster. And I know some people have more questions, so we are just going to see what they have. Let me take a look. Okay. All right, awesome. So we have a question about budget next. All right, it says, I've reached out to, it seems like 1 million vendors, and no one wants to give me pricing before I say a price. What do I do? ? And this is from Sarah. So Sarah, it sounds like your vendors want to make sure that you know what your budget is first. And we have to say that that's really important because we have a ton of examples for you. We have lots of options at all price points, but we don't want to give you our highest price point, our biggest option that you're going to fall in love with and then not be able to afford. It's like buying a house, right? So you don't want your realtor bringing you to these $1 million mansions and saying, oh my God, I love this so much, I need this so much, and then not being able to get in there. It's just a disappointment. So honestly, it sounds like your vendors do not want to disappoint you upfront, which is really fantastic, and that's so nice of them. But what you should know is there is a formula that wedding professionals use and everyone in the entertainment industry uses. And that formula is based on 10%. So whatever your wedding budget is, let's just say your wedding budget is $50,000, okay? Your wedding budget is $50,000. That means that your entertainment budget should be 10% of $50,000. And if we quickly do the math, that means your budget for entertainment is going to be $5,000. And that is going to be minimum, I have to say. So that minimum budget of $5,000 is what you kind of in the ballpark about what you are looking to spend. Does that make any sense? I've talked to, all of my friends, caterers and stuff like that, and they say that that is absolutely the industry standard. I know that the Knot also mentions this in their literature and everything. So the other thing to be aware of, they're moving some stuff. Oh, it's a little noisy, sorry. The other thing to be aware of with that is that if you are hiring different companies for your entertainment, that means that $5,000 or that 10% is going to be split a bunch of different ways. So you have to be able to really keep track of that budget and how you're going to be allocating it, because as you know, it's super easy for your realtor to spend $1 million even if you don't have it. So let's make sure we are keeping in mind that that is the budget. And actually, we made a bunch of worksheets for you in our latest course that are making sure that you keep your budget for everything, for your ceremony, your reception, or if you're having some kind of destination reception, that you keep every single line item in track. So we have a tracker just for you. Ooh, excuse me. Because we know how important it is to make sure that you, one, are getting what you want, and two, keeping yourself on budget. It's super easy to go overboard. We always say, like, the more the merrier. But in this case, if you have a set budget, which is really, really, really important, then you can do the math, you can do your 10%, you can calculate your overall entertainment budget, and then be able to come to those vendors and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for not showing me the $25,000 band package, which everyone can do. Everyone can easily spend anyone else's money. And they're gonna say, great, so what is your budget? And then quickly, you won't even believe how quickly they would be able to send you exactly what you were looking for in your budget. And I know that you are going to be happy as a clam to be able to have that kind of assurance and understanding. And I think it's also just personally more comfortable to be able to know that wedding professional has your back. So by not giving you the highest package, they are actually doing you a service by not answering that question for you. Because in my opinion, I think that would be a little reckless. Let's be honest. We don't want someone to just go and pretend like we can spend all this money when we can't, because if we do, then we're just going to get heartbroken and everything. And are you really going to work with that person that sends you a crazy offer that has no budget expectations whatsoever? No, you're not. You're not going to respond to them. You're not going to answer them, and you're just going to ghost them. Then you're going to find out someone else has a package that's lower because you're going to use their offer that was way too high because you didn't tell them a budget to be able to offer you what you wanted. So it's really important to be able to know this now in advance, up front. Just be very clear. And I think part of this process is really learning how to be this adult, right? Going through this process of planning a wedding is, one, really, really stressful. Two, it's super difficult at this time because everything's changing. Everything's a moving target. And I think the next question is going to talk about that. So let's get to it. All right, let's see who our next question is. Okay, so this is from Barbara. I am having a small wedding this year, but next year we are planning on doing something. Oh my gosh, this little fly. We are planning on doing something in the spring. I'm getting concerned because it looks like we should be moving stuff towards the fall. What should I be doing, Barbara? All right, so Barbara, I hate to say it, but please read your contracts super carefully right now. It is a difficult time for everyone, and I know you can't be planning 6 weddings. The other thing is that when you have a multiple contract date, it's really unfair to be able to think that some company or all of your companies are still going to be available. So make sure that you talk to each one of your companies, all of your vendors, and just see what they have available. I know that they are all trying to work with you and make sure that everything is as smooth and the best that possibly can ever happen in this situation. The situation sucks. Let's just be really, really honest. It really, really sucks, and it just sucks. So we want to be able to make sure, and all of your vendors do, No one is trying to short you on anything. No one is trying to do anything that is going to, hurt any of our couples. But a lot of the times we are in a sticky situation just as much as you are. So make sure you are talking to your vendors, and if you do have to reschedule again, make sure, number one, that they are available. Is your vendor available again for the second date, maybe this third date this time? And two, if your vendor is not available, please make sure first that another vendor is available for your date before you go and kind of change everything around. Just be really courteous, ask them, is this available? We're thinking about changing the date, we're so sorry. And three, do not be surprised by upcharge fees for prime dates. Basically, what you are doing by potentially moving to a new Saturday is you are cutting out the vendor's ability to be able to book. Oh, the ceremony's starting. Ooh. Let's actually go outside and take a peek, okay? All right, come with me. Here we go. We're gonna go. This is one of my favorite venues. We are on the move. Here we go. Look, it's all empty. All right, might get a little loud. Hold on. All right, let's turn it around and see what we can do. So here you're gonna see our beautiful string duo right here. There they are. And this is the beautiful tent and options that we have for this 40-person event. So just check that out. So this is what it looks like as guests are gonna be entering. Everyone is gonna be here. You can see that the cocktails are being passed out. Everyone looks awesome. And the band is setting up right now. So